what you saw tonight?
Well, I like the outcome, is that we got the win. I got to give a lot of credits to the Swarm. They played. They were missing a couple key players, and they stuck in and gave us a battle right to the end. And we found the way to maintain the lead, and we were fortunate enough to finish the game with the lead.
I don't know if you could have gotten a better start. It seemed like you were flying in the first 6 minutes. You get up 4-1, and from there on, it was just a battle.
It was, and I kind of think that, I mean, I'm not in people's minds, but it seemed like when we got up 4-1, guys kind of thought, hey, it's going to be a point night, and we may just kind of taken our foot off the gas a little bit too much, and Georgia snuck one in and got a little momentum, and you could hear their bench cheer every time they scored a goal, and they felt like they were in the game, which they were. And so, sometimes when you get off to a strong lead, you kind of take it easy and you think it's going to be point night. But obviously it wasn't. Ended up being a really close game. 12-10 game's a typical close game in an NLL.
You guys were supposed to play yesterday. How did that affect your game plan for tonight?
We were supposed to play tomorrow.
That's not
I got you. It's okay. It was a little different because mentally I'm just used to we usually play Saturday. And I personally had a busy week myself, so it was just kind of rushing down, trying to I'm a teacher full time, so I had to do some work today and yesterday. So it was just the timing was a bit off for myself. I think for the players, it's one less day to prepare, but I don't think it made a big difference overall.
I know it doesn't matter who scores as long as somebody does, but lots of balance from everybody, not many standouts, as you can say. These three guys led the way because there were 9 different scores or whatever.
Yeah, it's easy to check one guy, so we're fortunate that we attack by committee, and you don't know who's going to get 2, 3, 4 any night. And I can look at the game sheet throughout the game. I can probably name you a guy who scored 3, but maybe didn't get any tonight. And it's been consistently all year, and I'll take that as opposed to relying on 1 or 2 guys. So I like the fact that we can have every offensive guy attack. It was nice to see Brad McCullough get his first goal, so it was nice to get a little bit of contribution from him as a second game playing, and I think all the offensive guys have scored now.
There's so many stalwarts on that defense, but Matt Spanger, he seems to be getting better with each passing year, and he's getting involved more in the transition. What do you think about what he brings to your team?
He's been good for us for years, and he definitely goes unnoticed, and that's what we want in defensemen is we don't want to notice you, because when we notice you, it's usually a bad thing. But he's becoming more confident in terms of being a leader, and he kind of feels like he has a position on team now, which he does, and he's been great. He's actually even gone as far as helping out the younger guys. He scored a beautiful goal today. He took off, perfect timing, great pass, I think, from Briolo, and he buried it. And it's to be successful in lacrosse, you have to get a couple transition goals. You have to win the transition game, and he's a big part of that transition game. And a few years ago, he was kind of a really quiet player, not sure if he's going to make the team, and he's one of our best defensemen over the last 2 or 3 years.
John, it seems like the COVID list changes from week to week, and you never know who's going to pop up when you get to the thing. What sort of challenges does that offer to a coach?
Well, you need depth. Usually I'm thinking about the lineup Tuesday, Wednesday, and this week I'm like, there's no point. I don't know who's going to test positive, including myself. So it just I literally got to wait till game day. Like, for example, we came in Thursday night, we practiced here, we got tested here, and then we got our results this afternoon, early afternoon. So I didn't know who was going to test positive. So I didn't make the lineup until game time. Usually I have a really good idea, at least the day before. We've been pretty fortunate with COVID. We had, Weiss has missed a couple games, Sweets missed a game, but they haven't come in bunches.
What's the work been like for you as a teacher? We know the problems here. What's the work up in Toronto?
Well, we're pretty much in the lockdown again. We're not in the lockdown, but it seems like a lockdown. So I've been working out of the house again. Actually, ironically, today was the last day. We're back in live teaching on Monday, so I'm looking forward to that. As much as I like being at home, it's just nice to get out and have a routine.